Hey chicas, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I'm bringing something a little different today for my channel, which is a do-it-yourself nails at home. No acrylic, but we're still going to be slaying, okay? So the fake nails that I'm going to be using today are these that I just showed, this nail file that came right along with this lamp, and I'm going to be using these gel nail polish from Beetles and their base and top coats as well. So the gel polish that I'm going to be using today is going to be the black one that comes in this set. As you guys can obviously tell, this set comes in two. It comes in a black shade and a white shade. And like I previously said, it's from the brand Beetles. And this is what they look like outside of the box. Now, the base and top coats come in a set of 3. They come with the top gel, which gives it like a glossy finish, and then it also comes with the matte top gel, which obviously gives it that matte finish, which the little bottle is actually like matte, and then it comes with the base coat. So here is the rhinestones that I'm going to be applying today as well, which I bought from Amazon, and then these Q-tips just in case I make a mess, which I will be doing, and then this nail polish remover and some nail clippers. So here I'm just going to be measuring the fake nail to my real nail to see which one fits the best. And once I get the right measuring of the nails, I'm going to be separating a set of 2, obviously for each hand, and I'm just going to be placing those on the side. Here I'm just going to be trimming my nails. I am going to be trimming them in a circular type of motion, just because that's how the fake nails are. So that's how I'm going to be trimming mine, but obviously this is optional. This is however you want to trim yours. And then I'm just going to go ahead and push back my cuticle. I do not have a cuticle pusher, whatever it's called, so I just went ahead with one of those fake nails from the tip and then just push back my cuticles, and it works just as fine. So now once I have pushed back the cuticles from my nails, I'm going to be buffing out my nails. Here you don't have to be really too harsh on your nails. It's just to make sure they're all buffed up and everything, so the glue or base coat or whatever you're going to be using can stick to your real nail once you place your fake nail. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm just really making sure that I'm buffing the sides and everything, just so it can evenly stick the nail to the fake nail to my real nail, if I make any sense. Now here with a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to be brushing off all that extraness that we don't want, and then I'm going to be going ahead with some rubbing alcohol and then just wiping the top of my nails off. I don't have cotton balls, so I went with toilet paper because, honey, I mean, it gets the job done, right? So that's what I'm using here. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to be buffing out here at the very edge of the fake nail. As you guys can see, there's a little plastic poking out. I'm not sure what that is, but we don't want that, so I'm just going to be buffing it out with the nail file, and I'm just going to be gently removing it. Now this part is optional, but I'm going to be going in with my base gel, and I'm going to be gluing my fake nails on with this. Like I said, this is optional. I had read and I saw a lot of tutorials on how to do nails at home, and people recommending to do this. From what I read, it was recommended because your nails last 2 to 3 weeks long with using the base coat. So I was trying to save money or whatever. I was I'm about to buy glue and a base coat, so I was so if I can get it done with the base coat, then I'm going to use the base coat. But let me tell you, honey, you have to be very patient, because at first it was just not working out for me. As you guys can see here, I was struggling for it to actually stick on, and then when it finally sticked on, I went in to cure it, and then tell me why it was really glued on. And when I went to go look at my nail, there was this huge space between my real nail and the fake nail, and it was glued to the sides, but not on top of my real nail. There was this huge space, so I had to remove it and then try again. Okay, so once I removed that nail, because it was just it was a big nail, I went back in with that base gel, and instead of placing it on the fake nail and then placing the fake nail with the gel on my real nail, I just went ahead and applied the base gel on my real nail, and then went ahead with the fake nail and placed it on top, and it worked a little better. It wasn't as messy, and I went ahead and cured my nail. I cured it for like 20 seconds, and then I pulled it out just to make sure that it was like gluing on correctly, and then I went ahead and then cured it for a total of 60 seconds plus the 20 seconds that I had already cured it for. This all depends on the type of brand that you're using. It gives you the directions on the back. On mine it said that when you're using the base coat, to cure for 90 seconds. So like I said, it all depends on the brand that you're using, and I feel like it also depends on the LED or UV light that you have. So here I'm just going to proceed by doing the exact same thing that I did with the nails that I have already applied with the rest of my nails. And just so you guys know, I'm not a nail tech. I don't even do my nails like before. When I was, you know, young in my days before I, you know, started a family, you would always have my like nails done and everything. But like now as a mom, like I feel like I never have the time, or like the days to go in are usually only on Sundays that I can get my nails done. And on Sundays there's like a lot of the really good nail techs, they're closed on Sundays, and the ones that I have gone to, I do not like at all how they have left my nails. They don't last long, and then they're always uneven. So I was like, you know what, girl, you need to learn how to do your own nails, you know, how you specifically want them. And if I want to save money and, you know, like do it on my time, then might as well just learn how to do it. So I'm really grateful for the girls that I found on YouTube that are actually pros at this, and gave me and their followers and viewers a lot of advice. So I will be definitely try to link their YouTubes down below in the description box. If not, at least their YouTube channel name, so you guys can check them out. So here, as you guys can see, I have already applied the nails on all of my fingers, and now I'm just going to be trimming the nails. I was going to leave them how they were because I really like the length, but then like the more I thought of it, I was like, girl, you're not used to wearing nails anymore like before, and I'm always washing dishes or like folding laundry or like cleaning, or you know, like using my hands a lot and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't want to get frustrated and I want to take them off soon. So I was like, I'm gonna trim them down just a little, and make like my way slowly up again to wearing really long nails. So that's what I'm doing here. I did notice though when I started trimming them that my pinky nail was like too squared, and as you guys can see, the nails that I'm using today are coffin shaped. So obviously I did not want to lose the shape of the nail from coffin to squared. So what I did was I cut the edges, like the little corners of them, a bit, so they could like look thinner there, and like give them back that coffin shape. So that's what I did with my pinky nail and my thumbnail, because those were the two that came out looking kind of squared once I trimmed them. So that's just a tip for you guys. If you guys do decide to trim y'all's nails and they come out too squared, that's what I did with mine. So here what I'm doing is I'm grabbing my nail file, and I'm just going to be filing a bit where I cut with my nail clippers, just so I can kind of smooth out the edges. And that's what I'm doing basically. I'm doing that on all of my nails, where I just said, like where I obviously trim them on top, and on the thumb and pinky nail where I cut them on the sides. That's where I'm going to be filing them down, and just to make sure that they're evenly like straight, not kind of like crooked wise. So here, now that I'm done with my right hand, I'm going to be, or my left hand, sorry, I'm going to be comparing each finger to my other hand, so I can get them as closely as equal, like this, the size, like the length of them, and the, what's it called, like just the shape, you know. I mean, obviously that was one of my biggest like things that I did not like about getting my nails done with other people was that they were like leaving them uneven. So that was something that I really wanted to take my time on, to make sure that all of them were as almost the same. So yeah. Now once I have closely went back and viewed my nails to make sure that they are all exactly the same or closely enough, I'm going to be going back in with my nail file and I'm going to be buffing them out just to basically like taking the exact same steps that I took before I applied my fake nails with my fake nails for that base coat, so the gel can stick to the fake nail. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to be buffing them out and on the sides and everything like I did with my real nails. Now here with this big fluffy brush, I'm going to be going back in and I'm just going to be removing all that extraness that came off my fake nails, and once again I'm going to be going in with my rubbing alcohol and cleaning them off. So now here I'm going to be going back in with my base coat and I'm going to be applying them on all of my fingers on my left hand, and I am going to be curing them for 90 seconds like it is directed in the back of the bottle, just so I can make sure that they are fully cured so they can stick as they should. Now here the fun part begins, and I'm going to be going in with my gel polish, and I'm going to be going in with the black one, which is the $8.95 as you guys can see. And here I'm just going to be applying one coat on each nail, and then I'm going to be curing them like it is directed in the back of the bottle, which on this one it is recommended 60 to 90 seconds. I cure them for 60 seconds on this first coat, and then on the second coat I went ahead and I cured them for 90 seconds. Here I'm going in with the second coat, and like I said, on this one I'm going to be curing them for 90 seconds. So here I'm going to be going in with my matte top gel, and I'm going to be applying it on my pinky nail, on my middle nail, my middle finger nail, and on my thumb nail. And I'm going to be curing them for 20 seconds like it is directed on the back of the bottle. Now I was going to go ahead and do them glossy with the other top coat gel, but I wanted to try them all out, so I went ahead and did the matte. But I feel like it would have looked better with the glossy, but either way I'm not used to having my nails done, so I feel like I'm slaying anyways, you know. Now here with my top gel, I'm going to be going in and applying it on the ring finger and on my index finger, the ones where I did not apply the matte top gel, of course. And these I'm going to be curing them for, on the back it says 90 to 120 seconds. This one I just applied the top gel and then went ahead and started applying the rhinestones, and then kind of like slowly started like curing them because the rhinestones would not stick. So I just went ahead and like applied a couple of rhinestones, and then I would cure them for like 20 seconds, and then I would bring out my nail and then like applied like two more rhinestones, and then went ahead and cured it for 20 seconds like that. I would like make myself all the way to the end. Once I had all my rhinestones placed on my nail, I would cure them for 90 seconds. So my camera turned off on me while I was putting on the rhinestones, but as you guys can see, I've already applied them on my index and my middle finger, the rhinestones. Here I'm just going to be going back in with my nail file, and I'm going to be filing at the edges of my nails where some of the base coat or the gel polish kind of came out. So they were like kind of feeling kind of rough and like not even at all. So I just went in with my nail filer and I kind of like filed them down a bit. The stones that I use from this packet are these right here and these smaller ones right here, as you guys can see here on this screen. The reasons that I use the the smaller ones was because the bigger rhinestones did not fit all the way up, and instead of me leaving an empty space there, I just went ahead and placed the small one here that fit perfectly. And here is the finished product. I hope you guys loved and enjoyed this video. This is my first time doing these. I know they're not perfect or the best, but I honestly love them and I cannot wait until I start getting better and better. So I hope you guys come along on this journey with me. Until next time, bye.